but that's fine, whatever, right? Like if that's what Toriyama wants to do.
Yeah.
If that's fine, as long as we see that actual growth of him going from Majin Saiyan to GT Vegeta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we're getting a better sense of growth in that sense, and that we see him like actually hosting the party with his for his wife's birthday, right? That we see that in God and Destruction, and that we see that in Dragon Ball Super. We see that, but we see the actual struggle of him adapting to this life. And then when like Beerus comes in, you see this kind of this almost validation where he's just like, oh, I know what this is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I think Super works. I think once
I'm at least happy that we're gonna get development with Vegeta.
Yeah.
Because, like, the one thing that I can walk away that I liked from GT was that finally Vegeta caught up. It didn't make sense how he caught up, but he caught up.
It was a little dumb.
And so at that point, like, when we saw Resurrection F and he actually got there on his own, I was happy about that.
I also just am not a fan of, like, the Super Saiyan 4 designs. So I'm totally okay with him with okay, I'm not totally okay with Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan because that is a ridiculous name.
But I guess we're gonna have a fix with that because the dub has already said it's going to be called Super Saiyan Blue, like Japan calls it.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan all the time.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work for me.
But and I feel like that's Toriyama's answer to like Super Saiyan 4. And I'm just like, really? Because like now you have like divergent power paths, right? Like you have like Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, right?
Yeah.
But now instead of that, now you go to Super Saiyan God, and then I don't know where you go after that. Hey, cutscene.
Oh, hi Barry.
Hey, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry, I didn't mean to get you that excited.
It's not excited, Jill. It's
Anyway,
fear.
you should read this.
Not that hot.
They still have hammy dialogue between Jill and Barry. Like, that's the one thing I think they would fix. And no, they didn't. At all.
That's fine, though. Like,
What do you make of it?
Resident Evil
Well,
needs,
I guess
like,
we were
a-
right about this mansion
amount
being
of
quite
cheese.
unnatural.
Yeah.
You have a way with understatements.
Where's the part that's torn off?
Well, my only guess is that it was the most important part, and somebody didn't want anyone to see
I don't know, Jill. If we knew where it was, it wouldn't be
continue
torn
our
off now, would it?
Exactly. Maybe it's the missing page that we're looking for Moonlight Sonata. And even better, we get to walk into a room full of bugs, and we can't carry any more items, so various types of fish hooks will probably need that. Water tank smells like something once lived in there. Perhaps someone was using it to raise some kind of creature.
Okay.
Is there something we can use? First of all, examine this, because I know it's in here. Just open the dang thing. It's a first aid spray.
Yay.
See, and unfortunately, we're not in the era where... Oh, crap. And so there's like 2 items we need to grab from this room.
Yeah.
And they're needed. There's 3!
3 items.
3 items! Oh, there's a switch underneath. Press it.
Nothing
happens. Oh, something tells me you have to replace the gold one with the real one.
Oh, yeah.
And then that'll... Where's a white lab coat hung up here? It smells vaguely like a medicine cabinet. It's almost like it's a doctor's coat. But I'm kind of there with you. Like, I'm okay with Dragon Ball Super. I will at least watch it.
Yeah.
To say that I did.
Yeah.
And I'll be okay with whatever plot line they want to throw at me.
I think it's gonna be one of those things where like we'll look back at it in retrospect, and we'll end up going like it's not that bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think anything will ever really live up to like Dragon Ball or even Dragon Ball Z.
No.
For me, Dragon Ball, like the original Kid Goku saga, because in Japan it's all Dragon Ball, right?
Yeah, exactly. It was only retooled for us. So.
Yeah. For me, nothing will ever really like live up to like what Dragon Ball was, and Dragon Ball Z never really came all that close to that because what I loved about Dragon Ball was that sense of adventure, right? Because it was Goku adventure,
yeah,
and it has such a great soundtrack, and such great characters and comedy, and it is like, 3 seasons of Goku growing.
It really is.
Not 3 seasons. It's a whole series of Goku growing, right?
Well, and also, like, he comes out kind of that stereotypical little boy, laughing at the dumbest things, and then finally you get to see him mature.
Yeah.
Which is funny because Z never focused on him maturing at all.
No, it was always
like, he was always who he was.
It was a different type of growth, which was what Deus Ex Machina can we pull out this time?
Exactly.
Which, don't pick up more
Actually,
stuff.
you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to walk into this room and
We got bugs,
finish its
man.
puzzle. We got to finish this puzzle, man. I love the fact that, like, we're almost an hour in, we're still talking Dragon Ball Super. That's how awesome it is.
Yeah. So, once it comes out in English, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I grew up with a dub. So for me, watching it, it's one of those things that I like. I don't care about if I see stuff in English or in subs, right? Like, I'll watch whatever I think sounds better. And Dragon Ball Z is one of those few instances where I think the American dub sounds way better than the Japanese dub. That's my opinion, but that's because I grew up with it in English.
Okay. So that didn't work, actually.
Oh.
So let's take it really quick.
Wait, let's go.
Oh, it says dragonfly, so we need a dragonfly, not a bee.
Oh.
So
What happens when we press the switch now?
if there's nothing there, nothing happens.
Okay. Do you want to grab that thing?
Hook. Various types of fish hooks.
What
Can
about the
we...
fish tank?
One of them was lure of a bee. So I wonder if we can combine it with the hook. There we go. Maybe put it here now.
I don't think that's it.
Maybe it has something to do with the insect specimens. Oh shit, Sherlock. There's a switch underneath, press it, nothing happens. Okay, so let's take the bee with us, and maybe that'll answer a later one.
Why don't we go to the fish tank?
Oh, you want to know what?
What?
I wonder... No, don't press it. Over here, now that we have a lure, use this here, then maybe we just need to do like a switcheroo. Because now we have a bee lure, and we now have a bee specimen.
Yeah.
There we go!
Boom!
Worth part, Aldo.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, crap! The bee's alive!
Not the bees!
Oh, F you, game!
It's all for the honey.
I don't like bees. Alright. I have no problem wasting a bullet on a bee. I really don't.
So,
Um,
also, I've been playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. That's a fine.
that's actually, so I'm glad you brought that up, because that's leading into another question that we had, which was, have you actually played the Xenoverse games and your thoughts on the most recent?
So I played the first. So I've played almost every single game that's come out for Dragon Ball since the PS2 era.
Oh no, did you?
No,
You have a PlayStation. I don't think. Do you have a 360? Did you play Dragon Ball Connect?
No.
Okay.
No, I do have a. I want to because I do have a 360 with Connect, but I don't want to sink that low. Does he have a name?
I don't think we actually named this one.
Conroy.
Yeah, let's go with Conroy. And then the next one will be Kevin, for Kevin Conroy.
I was gonna say, yeah, no. So I've been playing them. So I'm one of those people that gets burned out with Dragon Ball games because every single game has been, let's relive all your favorite moments, and I'm like, listen, at some point, you've got to make new moments.
Yeah, I mean, I like the. I shouldn't like these, but I did like the Budokai Tenkaichi ones.
That's
just because
fine,
they gave the what if scenarios.
Yeah,
Which were kind of cool. Like,
I did enjoy the Budokai trilogy and the Budokai Tenkaichi trilogy. I enjoyed both of those, because I am.
it also gave me access to the movies that I'd never seen.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is gonna be one of those racial stereotype things, but I am Hispanic, I do enjoy me some fighting games. So
No.
so when you give me Dragon Ball Z, a thing a lot of Mexicans love, and you give me a bunch of fighting games, a thing Mexicans love.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get over this revelation that apparently because you're Mexican, you like Dragon Ball Z games. I don't know if I can get over that, man.
Right?
I don't know.
You know what? Like, it's one of those things where, like, I really, really love the Hispanic dub for Dragon Ball Z. It is.
I've seen it a few times, and you know what? It's actually pretty good.
As much as I like Sean Schemmel as Goku, Mexican Goku sounds way better. Sorry, Sean Schemmel.
Yeah. I mean, I like Sean Schemmel, but that's just because I grew up with the is it the 4Kids dub, the original one that had like
the Ocean
evil
dub?
snide Vegeta.
Oh, the Ocean dub.
So I grew up the Ocean dub, and I absolutely hated it.
Yeah.
And so when I got my hands on the Funimation dub, actually, funniest thing, through the first Budokai game,
Yeah.
because I had never heard it till then, I was officially hooked.
But so I've played a lot of Dragon Ball games in my time, and it all kind of, and it actually cracks me up because it all kind of came full circle. Because I played Sagas. Sagas was a terrible.
My apologies, man. Yeah, I played Sagas.
Yeah, so I played that, and then I went to go work for Avalanche, the studio that made
it.
And I told my boss, I was like, that game almost.
Please tell me you went to your manager and went, "It's okay, I forgive you."
No, I told him like, you guys made the game that almost made me hate Dragon Ball, and he's like, it's fine. I wasn't working when we made that game.
Exactly.
I was like, okay, good.
So basically, that's a glorified. It's not my fault. Don't blame me.
Yes, exactly. But so I've played my fair share of it, and honestly, like, it's the same thing. It's, relive your favorite Dragon Ball moments.
Yeah.
Except now you make your own custom character who looks like everybody else because it's Toriyama art. And you're traveling through time with Future Trunks, and you're fixing the timelines, which I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
So it's it's just one of those things where, like, it's okay, fine, I get it. Like, this is what it is. The combat was, I mean, it does a lot of things that I think everybody wanted for the longest time. You have a lot of really cool free flow combat. You can customize your character. You can have Raditz's double Sunday. You can have Vegeta's final burst. So you can have the Krillin's destructo disc, and you have a lot of these things.
Mm-hmm.
There's even an emote for Yamcha's death animation. So your character will just drop on the ground and do the death pose from Yamcha.
You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with that.
So, like, the game does a lot of things right. And that's fine. I enjoy it. I like it. It has a terrible versus mode.
That's what I've heard, because a lot of the stuff with Xenoverse is based on online functionality.
Yeah. So it's really cool because, like, the second one, they upped it up to, like, the point where you can do, like, 6-man matches against, like, a giant ape Vegeta, and you're like, it's really intense because, like, he'll swipe at you and take away 90% of your health. Like, it's really intense things where, like, it's really cool. Everything in there as far as, like, co-op and multiplayer works fine, but they have
Richard!
Hi, Richard.
What happened? You're wounded.
Thanks for pointing out the obvious, Jill.
Whole place is a killing zone. There are monsters.
Really, you don't say.
Never would
What
have
did
guessed.
this to you?
A big snake.
Oh, hey.
And
Speaking
it
of the
had
snake
to be
boss.
Poisonous.
Poisonous? Richard, hold on.
Richard!
Bring me serum. I saw some, but didn't bring any.
I'll go and get it, okay? You're gonna make it.
I'll go and get it, okay?
Stop complaining, Richard. It's just a snake bite.
I know, right? It's only a freaking snake bite, man. Just suck the venom out of your bloodstream and get over it.
Oh.
Okay, so we actually need to go all the way back over here to get the serum. So hopefully this isn't timed. Let's see, where am I at right now?
I don't... Hold on. No, because there should be a little arrow. Wait, I think you're on a different floor.
Well, no, that's the goal that I need to make
Yeah.
it to. There's an item box.
Where are you though? You're on the second floor though. Go
yes.
up. Press right.
Oh, my bad. There we go. So yeah, this is the room that I need to be at.
Oh, you're not that far. You can just.
So really quick, let's hit that item box because I actually prepped for the snake boss and then now I'm regretting it because we need the friggin' serum.
What is that? Where are we going? Oh yeah, so it's really cool. It just has like this really kind of thrown in for the heck of it versus mode. Like it's like local versus mode, and it's just very. But at the same time, it's Dragon Ball. You're really not hurting for a versus fighting game. You can literally pop in one of dozens of games.
Okay.
So there's that. I think my only complaint with Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 is it doesn't feel like a second game. It just feels like an expansion. It
Like a
feels
carryover.
Yes, it feels like an iteration. Like this is like in the same way that you had Street Fighter and Super Street Fighter.
Okay.
It feels like that, where it almost doesn't feel like it's worth, at least not in 2016, not a full title release.
Not worth $60.
Like it could have easily been like a $20 expansion. I would have happily paid for $20 for the expansion.
So basically, what you're saying is like it shouldn't have been labeled Xenoverse 2. It probably should have just been labeled like Xenoverse with some kind of subtitle in there.
Yeah. No, I mean regardless, because it would have been. It's not the naming that bothers me. It's the actual packaging of it.
Yeah.
I think if you've never played Xenoverse 1 and you want to play a Xenoverse game, Xenoverse 2 is a good place to start. If you have played Xenoverse 1, you might, if you've played it recently, you might want to wait for a price drop. If it's been a while and you really enjoy it and you don't mind playing all the same missions again,
yeah,
go ahead and pick it up. Otherwise, wait for a price drop. Unless you were completely satisfied with Xenoverse, then you're fine.
So I guess my only question with Xenoverse is like, I know that it goes through at least some level of story mode. It actually lets you go through some of the major plot moments in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah.
Does it let you go through like the side stories, like the movies and all that?
So the first one, not so much. That was kind of the big difference here. Is that it revolves around the movies. I think so. So the first game deals with like these newly designed and written villains who are altering the timeline and trying to make Goku lose it. So you have to go in and fix it, right? And stop them and blah blah blah. This game deals with actually it's Turles. What's his name? It's Turles, Cooler, and somebody else. I can't remember. And they're altering the timelines.
Okay.
So you have to go back and do everything all over again and then fight them every once in a while.
Oh, I looped around. Okay.
The thing that's a little bit more interesting is this one is right off the bat, you can tell they're including more stuff from like Super already. The game starts out with Bardock standing up to Frieza. And he has that premonition where he sees Frieza fighting Goku. Goku goes Super Saiyan. But then, in a twist to that, he then flashes forward even more and sees Golden Frieza fighting Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku.
Yeah.
So then it's like, it's very obvious that this is gonna be dipping into that. They've already announced that the first set of DLC is gonna have Black Goku. So yeah,
Black Goku with pink hair.
yes.
I love the fact that a lot of people like design wise are irritated because it's Goku with pink hair.
I don't think it looks any worse than blue hair Goku.
No, it really
I actually think that the shade of pink they used actually goes really well with the black.
Because I mean, like when I heard of Black Goku, like the first thing that came to my mind was like straight black outfit, black hair, and all that, and just like stereotypical "I'm evil" kind of thing. And then they threw the pink hair in there. I'm like, okay, this actually makes me ask questions.
Yeah, and I think that's been the great thing about Super is that, like, unlike the other series where there was written stuff and there's stuff where you could, like, Google it, nobody knows. So there's this huge air of mystery of, like, what is actually going on. The community, I don't know if the community loves this. I'm just kind of inferring here. It feels like the community loves it because they're, like, there's a lot of fan theories, a lot of, like...
Here, Richard. I'm gonna give you a shot. Hang in there.
There's a lot of, like, theorizing about what's going on and who's doing what.
Here's
So
my
it's
radio.
been fun.
Take it.
But yeah, but Xenoverse is just fan service. If you haven't played 1, jump on 2. It's fine.
Yeah.
Does it ever
Just
not
be aware
hurt?
that, like, if you pick up 1 or 2, there's a season pass for both of them. So there's DLC regardless of which one you pick up.
Ooh, jeez.
Oh, man.
His arm's not looking
I'm
good.
okay.
Are
The
you
others.
sure you're okay, Richard? Have you seen your arm?
I think I'm seeing bone. That's not a good sign usually.
Richard.
Richard, I'm worried about you, Richard. Let's see. Let's go ahead and just make another herb concoction and probably either use it or put it in, because I have a feeling Snake is coming.
Yeah.
So at this point, it might just be a good idea.
Do you want to use one of those now? Because you are, like, holding your spoon.
Oh yeah, that's right. We are in caution, so let's just use it, and then
We're fine.
we'll go prep for Snaky Poo, which I'll probably hand the controller over to you. You'll probably do better than me.
No.
Oh really?
I don't think I will do much better than you. I think we're going to be about on par.
Okay, so
So we want to probably hit up a save thing.
yeah, I'm trying to turn myself around, and I thought I was going the right way. Nope, I have to go down the way of the Richard, and that's what one of these episode titles hopefully will be, is the way of the Richard.
The way of the wind.
Yes.
Okay.
So the next question that I actually want to get into, because this actually came in from last week's Geek News, or not last week because you weren't there, but the week before that, which is, and this was a weird request.
Okay.
Can you collaborate with the Shadow Blazer to do an anime overdub of Keijo?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can make it
Actually,
work.
so Alex and I have, for a very long time, have both talked about doing a collaboration at some point.
Yes.
It's been something that's, like, it's been in the back of our minds probably for almost since we
Yeah.
since we left Slick. Actually, it's been something that's
Yeah, because
always-
you guys were discussing it like when we were still at Slick.
yeah. The problem was we were discussing this and Anime Overdub hit the hiatus. Wait, do you want to save it before we go?
Oh yeah. We need. I'm rushing myself.
No, it's fine.
Which is funny because actually when we were over at Bonsai, I think I met the co-host of ES of Anime Overdub. Didn't I?
Yeah, he was sitting next to you.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it was a hiatus. I have everything. It just needs to get edited, and then we'll go back on schedule. And then at that point, we'll probably, because we talked about doing Anime Overdub with other people.
Yeah.
So at that point, we'll probably open up Anime Overdub Gaiden, as a joke of all the Gaiden stuff that comes, because that's what Gaiden means like side story.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna do Anime Overdub Gaiden, where we just do this with, like, guests and other people. So, like, in this case, Alex would most likely be the Anime Overdub Gaiden premiere.
Yes. And you know what? I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I just because there was such a weird fascination that came from Keijo as soon as we talked about it that I could kind of understand why people want it.
I don't know that we'll do Keijo. It's something that both Alex and I have to agree on.
I could already tell you the Shadow Blazer's interested. Part
of the premise behind Anime Overdub is that either both of us have seen it or at least one of us has seen it.
Mm-hmm.
We tend not to do anything that we haven't seen.
Okay, so this is Snake Room. I almost want to bring this guy out. I almost bit the big one on that one.
You're about to bite the big one.
Yes.
Or get bitten by
I was
the
about
big
to
one.
take the big bite one.
Brr.
Something like that. And, oh, dark room. That's always a good sign, right? Handgun magazines. Ah, and it looks like my daughter's home.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's not terrifying right now.
Yeah, exactly. She's seen the snake boss. She knows what we're walking into. So there was a magazine in here. That's it? Really? That can't be it. No, it's still red.